Um, we are group 4 and today we discussion the unit 9. The question is um the question is whether you where do you usually get the news? For me, I usually get news from social media on an online news website because they are fast, simple and very convenient for me. So every morning when I wake up, the first thing I do is check my phone on app like Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. I can quickly see what is happening around the world. Even if I don't search for the news, it still appears on my feed. This makes it easy for me to stay updated without spending a lot of time. Besides social media, I also use online news websites such as local Vietnamese newspaper or international news page. I like them because the information is usually clearer and more reliable. When something big happens, I often check their website to make sure the news is true. I think it's important because there is a lot of fake information online, especially on social media. Another reason why I prefer online sources is that because I can read the news anywhere. For the example, when I am on the bus waiting for class or eating breakfast, I just open my phone and read a short article. It doesn't take long, and I feel like I learn something new every day. Sometimes I also hear new from my friend or family. When we talk about interesting events, I get different options and it helped me understand the situation better, but honestly, most of the time I still rely on my phone because it's fast and always available. The two Overall, I usually get news from social media, online newspaper, and sometimes from people around me. The sources are easy to access, fast to update, and convenient for my daily life. And what do you think about this question, Harvey?
Um, in my opinion, I usually get my news from a mix of online fast from because each sound give me a different type of information. To be honest, the place I check most the place I check most often is TikTok. The short new clip are easy to understand and I can update the main event very quickly. I follow a few reliable creators and summarize daily news, so it saves me a lot of time. However, I know that TikTok can sometimes prefect and instigated information, so I never rely on its complicated. Besides TikTok, I also use Google to look for different and official new website. This helped me see the same story from a new angle, which I think is important if we want to stay well informed. I trust the I trust this website more because the article are written by professional journalist is help me get more accurate detail and understand the background and the story. When there is an important topic, I like to compare what I see on TikTok with what I reach on Facebook to check if the information match. Um, Overall, I prefer using several styles at the same time. I think this is the best way to stay updated while also avoiding misinformation. In my opinion, checking and comparing different platforms help us become more responsible new reader. And what about you, Kim Cook?
I usually get my news from a variety of sources because I think it's important to stay well informed. Most of the time, I read online news websites because it is very convenient and I, I can get updates quickly. I also follow some social media accounts of trustworthy news agencies, which sometimes provide short videos or live reports about current events. In addition, I occasionally watch news programs on television, especially when they are enjoy national or international events. TV news often gives more detailed reports, interviews, and analysis, which helps me understand and context better. I also like to read newspapers sometimes because they often include in-depth articles and opinions from experts. I try to take multiple sources to make sure the information is accurate and reliable because sometimes news can be biased or incomplete. Getting news regularly not only helps me understand what is happening in the world, but also improves my knowledge about different topics like politics, culture, and science. For me, following the news has become an important habit, and it helps me make informed decisions in daily life. Now, I would like to invite Mingang to share her opinion about these questions. Mingang, could you please tell us where you usually get your news?
I usually get my news from social media, especially Facebook and TikTok. I text them every day, so it's easy to see what is happening around me and in the world. On TikTok, I like watching short news videos because they're quick and easy to understand, and I can watch them anytime I have free time. On Facebook, I follow some Turkish news pages so I can read posts and updates about current events. Sometimes I also use YouTube to watch longer new videos or new reports when I want more details about a story. Besides social media, I occasionally read news on official website website if the topic is important or surprising. should to make sure the information is correct. I like I like getting news this way because it is convenient, fast, and I can choose what I want to read or what. Um, Even though online news can be overwhelming sometimes, it helps me stay updated and know what is happening around me every day. What about you, Hưng?
Hello everyone. I'm happy to talk about traditional costume today. Uh, I to do traditional costume allow from wearing traditional collector immerse more than just putting on a night office. It's about feeling a connection to the past and to my culture. When I work outside from Vietnam, for example, I feel very proud of elegance. I think their clothes are incredibly beautiful. They often have special color, detail, detail, detail pattern, and unique shape that you uh, don't don't see in modern fiction. To tell a story of a country and in his story. When and I wore them. I usually wear traditional costume during special ocean or holiday like it with our New Year celebration. The event are perfect time to honor our tradition. It's important to remember that traditional calendar are a from that show the skill of pupil. The pupil were makes them long ago. Be wearing them, we are helping to keep their traditional alive for the next their narration. Is like carrying a piece of our heritage with us. I love traditional consumer because they makes me feel beautiful and connected to my roots. They are wonderful part of and the culture. Thank you for listening.
Okay, this is the end group discussion. Thank you.